All right, let's get this thing rolling, shall we? So, we're back. We are back for episode 226. Looks like Zawa's trying to like shove me off or something with the remote or something. But on the
mute. I'm what was that movie? The Adam Sandler.
Oh, click. Yeah. With Christopher Walken. It's so random. I remember seeing like I think most of it or half of it on HBO. I forget. But the trailers always make it fun, those kind of movies, but then when you watch it's like it's more of a disappointment, likely.
Yeah,
those kind of movies where they like play with like a nice with a fun concept, but then when you actually see it, it's like could have been better. Anyway, so this is episode 226. We're over the quarter of 200s. That's actually kind of crazy. So we're still chugging along, in this in these times in 2023. It's already March. I believe we've definitely hit spring at this point. We're halfway. No, in fact, we're halfway through March. That's crazy. Where'd the time go?
Yep.
It's been.
Buck and I should have been in Japan enjoying the sakura blossoms.
I thought that's in April, actually. But may want to check on. I may want to check on that. But anyway, funny. I have a friend that's going to Japan in a couple of weeks. So one of my good friends is heading there finally because he wanted to go in March 2020, and guess what happened, right? so I mean, a lot of people are like,
nothing big happened.
Yeah, I know, totally right. We totally did not. We totally did not. Or we're not told to stay inside for like this many months
on end.
Yeah, months on end. Although, let's be real here. For me, at least, wasn't that all that different because I'm kind of, I'm a little more introverted than your average person. So, And we've been ahead of these times when it comes to podcasting, right? We've been doing this virtual podcasting for ever since like 2015, around that time. So
it's more funny, like when they said you have to be indoors for this amount of weeks, months.
Mm-hmm.
All the gamers in the world, all the otakus in the world were like,
nope. All right, exactly.
Oh, what we've been doing half our lives. You got it's like,
all right, time to turn on the Switch, or PS5 or your PC,
Time to binge watch One Piece all over again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there are some things that were, like missing, right? And at least in my life, which is, well, first off, I had to stop going to the gym, right? And I had to adjust to the gym, the home gym life. And then now I can't go back because I'm saving money in the long run and I can just work out in the comfort of my home. I don't have to worry about the music. I don't have to worry about people hogging up machines because I got my own setup, So, and then
or people staring at you or, making like rude videos.
Oh God, man, those clout riders, right? Those people who want to take the clout, right? Also, like,
still find it funny, those clout riders. You're about to do your set, right? So you're barely lifting up the bar. You done yet?
Or it's like they look at somebody and then they're doing a workout that's like strange to them. And it has a purpose, but to them it's like, well, this workout looks weird. I'm gonna shoot this video and make fun of them or whatever, I know.
It's like, well, you're doing the form wrong. It's like, honey, this workout is meant for my body, not yours.
Yeah.
Twig gorilla, go away.
Yeah, like the gym is like, a place where you just mind your own business for the most part, right? Like if for the most part you're paying attention to yourself, and that's kind of how it goes for the most part. That obviously there's always the exception, and there's that one person that's going to, like, I don't know, prod at you for something. And
Yeah.
I have I got a couple. I mean, I have a few stories about that, but anyway, that's not the time here, because we do have a decent amount, and let's continue this virtual podcasting while this situation or pandemic or however you will is still kind of lingering along. It's we've been doing better and better. Let's put it that way. I think we're making progress one way or the other. So but still want to stay careful and all that fun stuff. So and all that jazz. So anyways, let's get right into today's docket, which is again full of some decent stuff, or a decent mix of stuff. Let's put it that way. With fighting games, let's start with fighting games as always. So Tekken 8, we've been keeping an eye on Tekken 8, and we are continuing to see the characters that we've seen before, like in the first announcement trailer or whatever. And then this time we're seeing Paul Phoenix, the great Paul Phoenix, back in there. So let me get this all going, and and then let me am I sharing the screen? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
You see it.
Okay, good.
In all of its glory.
Okay. Cool. Let's soak it all in.
Get ready for the next battle.
I don't wanna.
New challenge.
Still got the wall. Phoenix!
The emphasis on the P.
I love it. Still hitting hard as ever. Oh, wall bounce, kinda. Wall combo.
The wall bounce and the armor part was the one that was scaring me. I was like, oh god, Paul has armor. I'm scared.
I'll kick your ass.
He's like, wait, that's your friend.
And then you got the stage breaks. Nice stage, by the way. Military base.
I would think
Backdrop.
that the stage
I like the backdrop.
was Dragunov's stage.
Yeah. Dragunov.
Whoosh.
They all
So my
punch.
friend was like asking me because I can somewhat understand Japanese, but not kanji. He was like, "What does that kanji say behind him?" I was like, "I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Go away from me. I can't translate that."
Let me see if I can recognize that. You're talking about like the big punch, right, or whatever, or
Yeah, when he has.
Oh
the
yeah, right
planet.
here. Yeah.
Something number one.
Well, it's probably like universe number one. Yeah. Uchu number one. That's my big guess. It just makes sense.
Right, but that would make a good wallpaper though.
Yeah. I like the right here when his sleeve breaks, right? It stays broken. I like that.
That's so anime though.
I know. That's great. Got the smile.
Not to bash Capcom, but hey, Capcom, when you wanted to make Ken's hair in 5, you should have gone it with that. Not the fucking banana.
You know, it'd been kind of cool if you do his rage art and his hair actually like stands up as if he's
Like a
Super
Super
Saiyan. Yeah, as if that'd be kind of cool actually. Like instead of hair gel, now he can just use his chi or his energy to stand his hair up. That'd be actually kind of like cool. That would be like a cherry on top.
I still find it funny. People are like, I don't like his hair. It's like, there's customization in this game,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So stop itching. Stop itching.
No, dude, Tekken is, of course, I'm gonna say it again. Tekken has always been like, and Soul Calibur have always been like the kings of customizing your fighter. So they've always been on point with that. You can make them goofy, you can make them cool, you can make other characters out of it. Yeah.
You can make them very sexualized, just like in Soul Calibur with the
That's the tip of the iceberg, my friend.
Yeah. Still find it funny again with Soul Calibur. I'm gonna make 2B. Few months later, it's 2B.
2B, yep, exactly.
You see all the people who spent like hours on it and customizing to make 2B is like.
I'm pretty sure they made a 9S. I'm pretty sure to go along with.
Or an A2.
I think that's I think A2. Yeah, I think that's you got that right. Something like that. But yeah,
I don't know. I'm watching the anime and I still don't know the names.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we got Paul Phoenix right here. I think the design for this time around, I think, is pretty cool. I mean, obviously the hair is probably the most controversial thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you wanted to add in? I'll just let this play along.
What I like about Tekken 8 right now, they're showing age difference. Like they're showing the characters are aging.
Yeah.
So, and I wish, like his big super, it is the punch, but I kind of wish it kind of like incorporated the motorcycle too. Like,
oh, that'd be cool.
He does this, then jumps on his motorcycle, and then he's like going towards you and just like, so yeah.
Actually, be kind of cool, yeah. Or
hell, one of his.
Go ahead, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, or hell, just one of his like you have to do like the 10-hit combo. And at the end of the combo, he somehow grabs his bike and just slams it onto you.
Yeah, like Kiryu from Yakuza, yeah. Or should I say like a dragon at this point, because that's what they're trying to go for, the name. But anyway, formerly known as Yakuza. But anyway.
They're trying to step away from the name, but,
Yeah.
Some of us, we still call it Yakuza.
Yeah. I like the backdrop thing, though. It's strange that he's...
is that new?
That's new, yeah. I don't think he's ever had a backdrop like that in previous Tekken games. So it's like very much more like wrestling than judo.
He must have learned it from
King,
Murdoch or King, or Armor King.
Yeah, Armor King. Yeah, right.
Or what's the other wrestler? The girl.
Oh,
she's like
I think it was like JC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have went to one of them. Was like, teach me something.
I wonder if there's a story behind that backdrop, because like that's because his fighting styles are karate and judo, I believe. So for the most part, so the backdrop is like very wrestling. So I wonder if there is a story behind that, or he was inspired from just the wrestlers in Tekken, and he's like, maybe I should incorporate that in my moves for some reason. But but like I pointed out, there are stage breaks, just like in Tekken 7. So that's back for sure. You can incorporate that into your combos. And then obviously we have the military stage or jet or aircraft.
A hangar.
Hangar. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, there is a comparison from the very first announcement trailers. So let me bring that up for us. Because there's just that one big difference. So let's see. So there's the alpha build. 12. There's the alpha build on the left. Latest one on the right, obviously.
Yeah, you can see that the colors are much different.
A little different, but
and the filters. The filters are...
Oh, yeah, a little... Yeah, because you can probably see a little more of the blue. Yeah, because they brought out more of the blue, I believe. And then here on the left is a little more whitish. So, looks like they wanted to lower the highlights a little bit and bring out more of the blue. Or something like to that extent. But Oh yeah, because you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, you could say the stage could be a factor, but because he's playing in the arena stage, or the Coliseum in the left, and then the hangar stage on the right. So maybe that could be the thing. But obviously, here's the difference here. Look at the splash, right? The yellow is more present here, or they added more lens flare. There's more. Not lens flare, like that, you know, that flare, right? They added more flare, more like galaxy stuff in the background for the right. On the left, looks a little more plain, you know. And then the biggest one, or a very obvious one, is they added the sleeve break, right? When he breaks his sleeve with his muscles, that's definitely on the right. Left, left alone. And then it's also faster, I think, right? Because his super or rage art seems to be a little faster because it finishes first. Yeah, we can just go all the way here. Yeah, because the timing is a little different. Yeah, see, it's a little faster on the right. So it looks like they sped up the super a little bit. Rage art, rather, but yeah.
Kind of just funny. Paul is because Paul's mostly friends with everybody in Tekken, mostly.
To an extent, I guess he's a little more friendly.
I wouldn't like pass it to him like when he does like it's like one of those rare sound clips. When he does his super, he says speed and weight.
No.
He's like, wait, what?
That's a Bob thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
I
you know,
think
just like find his own another catchphrase instead of "us" or
yeah.
I think, number one in the world.
I think one of the only rivals he has is Kuma. Funny enough, a bear. I think it's because he lost
Akuma or Akuma?
Akuma. Speaking of which, right? I mean, I wonder if they still have the license to keep those other guest characters that have already appeared in 7, or they're just gonna dump them all together, or dump them away, or put have them not appear in 8, and then give the new ones a chance, right? Like Kiryu, for example, or something like that. Not that Kiryu has been confirmed or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, characters like Kiryu, you know, they want to make room for them, or give them the screen time, or, you know, the spotlight. So, anything else you wanted to add for Paul Phoenix?
Why is he beating up martial law? What?
Because they're friends and / rivals. So, you know, it's a tradition.
Like, what happened? You forgot to put the katsu in my bowl.
Yeah, or maybe you made my kung pao chicken too spicy. Because, you know, martial law is a chef, so
yeah,
he's a Chinese chef.
Yeah, beats up by martial law. Law is like, you didn't order that, you dumbass.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it for Paul. Glad to see he's still in there, you know. He's kind of a staple too. I mean, and to, like, I guess to remind once again, his hair has been different sometime before. Like, his hair has been down. Like, he didn't have the default hairstyle as his default costume. You can change it to his other costume as a means to have the big top, or whatever you want to call it, you know. Yeah. So not the first time he's had different hairstyle, you know, but this time around it is you know, drastically a little more different, because it has got the little swoop to it, you know, that sort of thing, to the side. But to say that, oh, this is his first time, no, that's not true, because people forget. That means that person has definitely forgotten about Tekken 4. So yeah,
there was a 4. I thought it was only Tekken 1, 2, tag 3,
5,
6. I know, just skip
4. Yeah, I mean, you could say it's Tekken 4 Forgotten. But anyway, Puns aside, let's move on to his rival slash friend or sparring partner, to say the least, which is martial law. Why is it playing it here? What the fuck? Come on. All right, there we go. The Bruce Lee homage has made it back in here.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger. Come and get some. I dare you. Marshall. Love.
I like the law.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Got the nunchucks.
So I'm guessing like every character now that is incorporating their weapons. Like,
Yeah.
we have Nina with her guns, Marshall with his
Nunchuck.
nunchucks.
Oh, that muscle.
Both Kazuya and Jin utilizing their devil gene.
Yeah.
Again, what is Anna's gonna be? Her daggers? Like she flies
Daggers,
it
probably
at you?
knives, you know. Yeah. And a bazooka.
I don't know, just randomly pulled out of her ass, like literally.
Oh, the bounce.
Oink. I would not be surprised with the customization. They make martial law look like Maxi from
Yeah.
Calder.
Maxi.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah. I like the stomp. It's a very, very famous reference to
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon, right? So
Yep.
even the face.
What I kind of wish at the end when Marshall like stomps, he does the whole like twist. Like how Bruce Lee would always like twist his foot after he did a
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of.
I mean that's me because I grew up with Bruce Lee movies.
As well, yeah. I as well. But yeah, I think
You know what?
yeah, looks pretty good.
Fuck it. Come on, Harada. We gotta have a rematch. Put Chuck Norris in this game.
Chuck Norris.
We gotta have that rematch.
I mean, Paul Phoenix is kind of like Chuck Norris if you think about it. Maybe I think he might have been a loose inspiration to making Paul Phoenix. Is Chuck
Man,
Norris?
You can tell that this fucking engine is working with the muscles.
Oh yeah, you see the veins on Law when he's like.
Yeah.
flexing,
So
like,
now the question is, when both Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 comes out, whose muscle definition is actually gonna look better or looks realistic? Because both system games are showing like we can do muscle definition now.
Yeah. I like the where's the flex? Or maybe it was like early on, but anyway. Might have been really quick. But he had the block string with the 1-inch punch, which was really cool. I like that too. There we go. Here's the flex. Oh my god. The
That's
veins.
also like a big homage to Bruce Lee.
Yeah, he also does that like pose too. That whole flex thing he does. Yep, and there's that.
So on it is that, and it makes him sound like he's farting.
Oh yeah,
That last bit. Like oh.
Yep. Yep. So looking pretty cool. Wonder if I was gonna say like, are they gonna have his son fight too? But no, they usually only do that for the tag games.
Yeah, the tag game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With Forest Law still sitting on the sidelines. Or maybe they'll have a skin. Maybe maybe they'll have a skin for martial law, right? Just the Forest Law skin.
Now the question is, who's next?
Right, who is next? I'm gonna say King. I think King will be shown next. And then Jack 8.
I'll say Jack is next.
Jack is next? Okay.
I want to say Jax is next.
Mm-hmm. Jack
Or
8.
they could do, a 2-for-1, like the trailer is like
You're right.
longer, so it's like,
yeah. We are just a couple weeks from Evo Japan, so that's probably not far off, actually. Your prediction. And then maybe they'll like hint the next batch of characters or whatever. Obviously, because that's like what, 6 characters so far from just top of my head, I think. Right? Maybe 7, 8. So because
what if Tekken 8 only released with 8 characters?
Oh, people will be pissed. Oh my god, man. People will be pissed.
People will be pissed, but you'll be seeing me going like,
Oh man.
clever! I like it! Clever! Why are you guys mad?
Damn, that would
It's
be,
actually clever.
dude, people would be pissed if that happened, man. Like, oh, that's too low. That's too low. Because I think even Strive was like 12 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Around there. So that, yeah. that, whew. I'm sure the internet will be on fire. Well, Twitter, FGC side of things will be on fire. Definitely. But yeah, King / Jack 8 will definitely be next, and then hopefully we'll just get more characters from there, right? Like hopefully the launch roster will be around 16 at the least, and then maybe around 20 to be reasonable, right? Like I forget how many were released by the time Tekken 7 officially released on consoles or whatever. So okay, oh yeah, because we forget one more person, which is Lars. Lars was also shown in the announcement trailer or whatever. So let's not. Yeah, so,
we didn't forget him. He's like that forgotten bastard son, Go over there. No,
we didn't
no,
forget him,
no getting.
but he's the forgotten bastard son. You said.
Come to our family event. Let's eat together. Yeah, you ain't getting no food.
Damn. Well, I mean that's why in his was it his cutscene, ending cutscene in 5, I think. Well, no, not 5. 6. Excuse me. Remember they had the hot pot, and then
Yeah.
they're all eating it except for Lars. He's like, what?
Yeah, Lars is like, we'll eat the last one.
And then somebody eats the last one. Yeah, that's not Lars. Who ate the last one? Was it Kazuya? It might have been Kazuya. Could be.
That was Asuka.
No, I don't think. No, but she got her her portions, right, and then Jin was in it, or he didn't even hesitate, just eating the fucking nabe / hot pot. And then Heihachi and Kazuya, no question, they're just like, oh. And then Lars is trying to be like maybe too polite or something, too reserved, and he's just like.
Oh, it was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, that hot pot ending.
Oh, was it? Okay. Okay, that makes more sense because it's very, very.
Oh no! Oh, so the last egg, no one got it because everyone went after it, and it just broke into pieces.
Oh, but okay. But did they eat those little pieces or whatever? Or
It looked like it.
It looked okay. I'm trying.
Oh, there was a seaweed, and it was Heihachi that ate it all.
Oh, so he gets the last. Okay.
Yes.
So he actually got the last piece, pretty much. Because that's kombu likely. So kombu is like the big piece of seaweed you put in there for the main, like the soup stock, and then you put anything else to make it more different flavor or something. Yeah. Because I eat that kombu. I eat that piece, pretty much.
Now you see, everyone. Hawk and I did that. There will be blood for that last piece.
Man, but you have to cook it because it's hard, like rock hard, pretty much, because it's dried seaweed. So, you have to put in the soup, and then it rehydrates, and then it becomes edible. So you can't just eat it immediately. it's like leather almost, I think. It's like, or just hard. Anyways, putting that to the side, both Law and Paul are looking pretty good.
Law Paul.
Law Paul. But Bedman?
No, you have to say it with the announcer from Tekken 8. Man?
No, there's a question mark. There's a question mark. So you can't just say Bedman. You have to say Bedman. But Bedman was announced for Strive as the third character within the 4 DLC characters for season 2.
お兄ちゃんが残してくれた意味
The music is interesting. But I like this part. That's pretty badass.
Interesting music choice.
Ways to rule my head.
どいてあなたには止められないできれば関わらないでほしいのですが
Oh, this Bedman
こんな動作
looks like a puppet.
お兄ちゃん
Yeah, kinda. Pseudo puppet character.
逃げてくださいってば壊さないで一人にしないで今日だけだよ危ないからお兄ちゃん私はそんなこと望んでないこれはありふれた夢の一つおやすみなさい
Good.
I think there was. Is there more to it? Oh, yeah, maybe the stage. Yeah.
Just very disappointed for now with Strive, where we're so far in to this game, and there's no insta kill.
Yeah, I think maybe they're trying to just do away with it completely. Or maybe I think what they're gonna do is just save it for Strive, like Ultimate Edition or something, like, or Strive whatever, Rev 3. I don't know, like, or Revelator or something. I think they're saving that for that. So they can like have a excuse or sort of gimmick to sell this copy of Guilty Gear. Because otherwise, what else could you do, right? Like, oh, it's just a repatched Guilty Gear, buy it for $40 or something. But yeah, what did you or do you have any comments about Bedman?
Can we just have the bed and not the man?
Right. Tempur-Pedic mattress. Or the what's that purple one? It's called whatever. There's one called Casper for sure. So yeah, this is supposed to be obviously Bedman's little sister or whatever. So if anyone did not catch that already, but let me see here. There was one moment in this I think it was like her victory screen or something like that her eyes, like, for a moment show like she's like really happy or something. I think it's like in the middle. Oh yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, see right there. So weird, right? It's like you can see the difference in her eyes. Like boom, right there. Versus the
Probably she's probably dual, not like a dual personality, but like when she's fighting, something else is taking over her.
something, right? Something definitely. There's something definitely going on, obviously, lore
Because there's also
wise,
something on her neck too, like a scar.
like tattoo or scar or something, right? Right. So actually, it's like throughout her body. It's like you can see on her arm, you can see on her legs. So there's something up with that for sure.
Wait, I know the lore. The first Bedman is the bed, or possessing the bed.
It's the same bed that Bedman had. So
Yeah.
loosely right there. Loosely correct. So some other details maybe we miss possibly, but she is in the second or the second part of the Strive story. So I've yet to check that out. I should. I've watched the first ones or the first part. So sometime I'll try to make time for it. But yeah.
But it's not this day.
Not this day. So, kind of looking like a puppet character, not really ish, because she does little to fight as well, you know? Because puppet characters, it usually means there's two characters fighting, right? But she's not really fighting, she's kind of just there. So, that's why I say pseudo puppet character.
Yep. So she's not Zato at this moment.
Not so much. Or even like Carl from, I would say, Blaze Blue, if anyone remembers that one. Clover and I forget the puppet's name, but yeah, it's like some robot chick looking thing. So yeah, that's you can definitely see in the art here. This is the same bed, hence the damage and scars and all that stuff. And then on the forehead, it says dreamlike reality. That's kind of interesting. So, and you can see on this pass here, Bedman is or should I say, Bedman is the is the second to last character, coming in at April 6th. Next one is going to be a month away after that, which is on May. Probably May. No, I'm kidding. Like May something else, right? Like a second May. Like what? People would be pissed. No, I think they've already said it, right? And it's basically that man, aka Asuka. I believe someone said it somewhere. I think it was during the like because there was the Arxis World Tour Finals, I think it was. I forget what exactly what it was, but there was an Arxis World Tour event, and that's where they had the Bedman announcement. I'm not sure where it was said, or maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it's just rumors, but listen to DL. I'll just do DLC Guilty Gear. Okay. Let me see. It might be just speculation. I could be wrong, but let's see. That's funny. Are Kai and Disney married?
No, they're just co-workers.
Yeah, they're just acquaintances. It might be just on just speculation. I could be, might have been just crazy, but let me see. Asuka, Guilty Gear. Yeah, okay, so this is, yeah. Okay, so I think during that World Tour announcement, yeah, it says, next Daredevil is coming in May, obviously, like we saw. I wonder if
It's
it's in the trailer. It's a book, so and Asuka does use it.
It's nursery rhyme from Fate Go. Or it's Caster Gilgamesh.
Oh man, who else uses a book in Guilty Gear? I don't think anyone does, right? So I think it's just that man, aka Asuka. So it's gotta be so, because in the story you get to see that happening. Paradigm. Someone said Dr. Paradigm. World tour stream. Let me bring that up real quick. I mean it's right there anyway, so I don't think we should. Where? World tour stream. Yeah, that was 4 days ago. Skip all the way to. What is this? Oh, okay. Where was the announcement? Oh, was it before top 8? Let me see. Do you have any comments about Bedman? While I tried
Man
to
of Bed, no.
Mm-hmm.
She looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not the character for me.
Right. Yeah. Can't find it, but it's right there anyway, so. Or if you look at the hand, I mean,
then also like a lot of people are like saying it might be Venom
yeah.
because of who was the one that was cosplaying him? Because Yoshi P, for example, is not notorious, but he's known for like when a new class is coming out for FF14, he'll cosplay as the next upcoming class.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the guy that was cosplaying as Venom was making a hit.
I don't know, right? Oh, Gabriel. Maybe Gabriel would be so cool. He's like Slayer, basically. Slayer, but a little different. But like he's like the general or whatever. He was really cool in back in Exerd, yeah. He was just an NPC, but yeah, I think it is Asuka for the most part, just because of his outfit, his sleeve or whatever. He is wearing a very similar outfit to, or he has very similar hand to that in the trailer here. But yeah, and also he uses a book, so it's a very big hint that Asuka is the next character. So, assuming that it is him, I mean, at this point, do you feel disappointed or anything? Because he is the last character for season 2.
I'm just gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because
but then as you were saying, maybe when they do show insta kill moves, it'll be like the second version of Strive.
Yeah.
Just the waiting game now.
Yeah, I think when that version comes out, then that's when they'll like just dump all the characters that people want, They're just kind of like trickling in all the little characters for this season, or at least maybe season 3 might be the last one for this Strive, and then the next, Ultimate Strive or Strive Revelator, then that's when they'll like just go at it, right? Free reign and everything, especially with the insta kill mechanic, and then more characters, and then probably more stages, of course, right? And then maybe new story. Yeah, I think they'll do more story as well, right? Again, we've had that discussion last time with the story modes and for fighting games. You know, speaking of that, right? So, yeah, I think that's otherwise, I think the gameplay of itself is, I would say, if I can recall correctly, pretty similar to that of, well, Bedman, right, from Exert. I don't think there's anything like super like, oh my god, you know, like different or anything like that. Yeah, he's got some reach, got some projectiles, got some bombs, and you know what I mean? Doesn't have any like crazy like gimmicks or anything like that, other than the fact that it kind of is like a pseudo puppet character ish.
Yeah.
Because I don't see her doing anything in particular. So in a sense, yeah, she is the same class as Bedman, and Bedman's definitely not a puppet character. So yeah. So yep. Looks like we got 2 blonde characters and a character from Nier Automata. That's just kind of like what it looks like to me. You know what I mean? It kind of looks like a Nier Automata character in that like little screenshot there for some reason. That little like cropped little image right there kind of just looks like a Nier character in isolation. But yeah, last character likely gonna be Asuka. So no Slayer, no Dizzy or anything like that. No Alfeld, nothing to that sort. It's gonna be Asuka.
God.
No Abba, no old dude with the big sword, I forget his name. Yeah. Anything like that. So no nothing, no crazy dislikes or anything like that. Nothing out of the ordinary, no drama there, so yeah. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move on to the next thing on the fighting games thing. Where's the stream? Oh, okay, there it is. Let me space that. Right. Oh yeah, let me do. Oh yeah, right there. Decrease the indent. Okay, so next one is also an Arxis fighting game, and finally we had some news for DNF Duel, which is finally a brand new character.
That was a lovely transition.
So it is Spectre as the next character. So
Spectre.
Okay, so I think the likes is good, but there's actually been some like discrepancy or some drama within the DNF Duel side of things. Notice that there's actually a number of things to notice from this trailer is that first off, it's only 35 seconds, and a good chunk of that is just something spliced from DFO, which is from the original Dungeon Fighter Online. The cinematic, like this is not even a cinematic just for exclusively for here. It was an old video spliced into here, right? And then her actual gameplay is like, okay, you know, got some standard attacks, nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, has a hook shot, couple of other attacks, and then that's it. And then some of her victory pose or whatever, that's it. You know, and you have to also take into consideration of the context here, which is that DNF Duel hasn't had any DLC characters for like a year now. A whole year. They went on for a whole year without DLC characters, and now they're starting to just barely get these out. So that's actually kind of crazy to me. as someone who does play fighting games, just as a regular consumer. Because if you also look at this map, right? Spectre is not even coming soon. She's coming in the summer of this year, right? That's a whole last year, right? So, because DNF Duel came out summer of last year, and which is July to be exact. So after all that, right, and then of course, DNF Duel had that big, I guess you could say, yeah, the big patch in December, right? So there was something, but then there was like no communication after that, or other than that, like nothing. No, like, oh, we're working on these characters, or working hard to do this and this and that, or whatever. But just like, it's been dead silence for the most part. It's been radio silence. Some of these comments kind of sum it up. You know, it took an entire year for the first character. But I mean, she looks cool. I mean, don't get me wrong or anything like that. She looks awesome, but that's all we got, you know, for DNF Duel, right? After a whole last year. Pretty much.
It's just that meme right now going like, that's it.
Yeah.
Or
30 seconds.
The meme with Prince Zuko. That's it?
Yeah. There were other couple notes I wanted to bring up. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's just a Twitter one. But I think in the comments, yeah. Yeah, it's funny because this DLC is coming out in the same like window as Street Fighter 6, so it's like it's like because everyone wants to focus on Street Fighter 6, and what happened with DNF Duel is like no one's gonna care like all that much for DNF Duel, sadly. So I mean, yeah, there's probably gonna be a handful of people wanting to try out Spectre, and then that's it. You know, the whole big majority have left, or they're kind of just like super mild with DNF Duel, sadly, because of the sort of development cycle for this game. Kind of sad. Or I should say post development cycle. Pretty sad. Damn shame, really. Where was it in the comments? I saw like something from what's his face? Ultima. Brought up a pretty funny point.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I hate this stupid more tweets thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just go ahead and say this is that they've been pretty infamous, or Nexon has been pretty infamous. It was just like, you know, working on these games and you just kill the game, right? So that's why I don't see DNF or Dungeon Fighter Online anymore, even though it was relatively popular at the time. You're just kind of just like, all right, let's move on, kill it, you know. So I think this is kind of going down that similar road, like just like, all right, you know, let's just make this game, and then all right, that's it. Put some more characters in there. That's about it. Because look at this, right? Next character coming into the fall, you know, of 2023, and then the next next characters coming in winter, and then 2 characters are coming in 2024. So we're not even getting all the characters in the same year. All right, because there's supposed to be 5 more characters, including Spectre. So that means we're only getting only 2 characters in DNF Duel for this year. And they're like super spread out in comparison. That's pretty scarce if you ask me. 2 characters in next year. That's sad, man. What do you make of that?
Like, I would understand if this DLC stuff was like made when the game came out. I want to say end of last year. Like this would make sense. But as you said, 1 year of nothing, and all of a sudden here it is. It's like,
Mm-hmm. Almost a
guys
year,
doing?
but yeah, almost a year.
Yeah.
They announced it now, and then but you can definitely say a year pretty much because that's when Spectre comes out, you know, along with yes, awakening mechanic and some other mechanical changes, I guess, new systems being added in there, but still, right after a whole no fighting game goes through a whole year without DLC characters. They just don't do that. This is the only game that has done that. That's a horrible accomplishment if you ask me. Especially if you're trying to please like the DF community, right? Because you know, I don't think they play fighting games, but I could be wrong. But you know, if you want to appeal to a more casual audience, especially with the simplified controls and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like this is not the way to do it. You know. Definitely. It's not like the single player content is all that great either. It's just very, very standard, you know. You got your standard mode, standard arcade, and then with the few characters you have in there, and then that's it. You know, I don't think there's much to collect. There's nothing like, you know, really like enticing anyone to stay on the game other than the online mode. Hey, it's got rollback, I think. The netcode's good, right? But that's all the characters you got. You know? It's been very strange, I'll put it that much. I guess I can like try to see. I thought I put it in here, but I guess not. Maybe I might have like copied the wrong link or something like that. But maybe it might have been the quote tweet or something. Quote retweet. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe see if I can try to find it again, but let me see. Let's look at the quotes. Quote tweets. Yeah, so far looks like they're just commenting on the character herself, like looking good and stuff like that. Oh, my waifu, that type of stuff. There's Olaf's comment. I saw that. When does she actually come out? Please give me a reason to care about the game again, because I was waiting for this character. Yeah, see, that's kind of a comment. Like that's kind of going along with that. Oh, somebody said meh. Meh. Yeah. One person said, TM says, they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. You finally announce your first DLC character after 6 months post-release, and then the only thing you can you all can deliver after another 3 months is a 35-second trailer and another month's wait. Y'all DNF players deserve better. Yeah, so that's one. It's true. I mean, like, look at how the trailer is edited, right? Like a good chunk of it is just to reuse the video, and then the actual gameplay is just like really standard attacks. There's nothing really like standing out too much, other than the fact that she looks cool doing it, but nothing like extravagant or anything like that. In fact, I think she plays a little similar to that of Hitman, which is funny because Spectre is supposed to be like a subclass of the Hitman class too, if I can recall correctly. About that in time, somebody else says Spectre looks sick. We maining her. Let me see. Okay.
I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
like because they as we clearly see, they just use a big chunk of animation from something else.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for like the meantime, when to wait for her to come out, probably make a small, like a small like anime feature,
Mm-hmm.
to just hold you down.
Right. I
Well,
see.
I don't know. Do they have events in this game?
I don't think so. There's nothing. Like they don't communicate that out. Like, oh, we have this week, to do this and blah 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 for y'all and to do whatever. Nothing like that. No tournaments or anything like that. Other than the World Tour. And then Goichi won the championship for that one. So congrats to Goichi. So, well, for winning the entire DNF Duel stuff. Here's the tweet I wanted to find, at least one of them anyway. So, Ultima says, "I love how this is being sold as a defining feature for this character when basically everyone in DNF Duel has this, right? Is like this." And then there's a screenshot of Spectre, right? This is during the announcement, right, at World Tour, and they were like trying to explain the character, I guess, for a little bit. And then there's one screenshot. It's kind of like a PowerPoint too, if I'm going to be honest. But anyways, it says quickly draws his sword, attacking a broad area at once. Right? Very vague, very like nothing special kind of thing. Hitman already has this kind of range too. Everyone else has that kind of range too. Crusader has a fucking hammer and just swings that far already. Like there's nothing special about that. Other than that, she has a stacking mechanic, I think. Again, I don't think that really stands out too much. She has a hook shot, like I said, so mobility is kind of there. Yeah. Yeah, DNF Duel fell off so hard, so sad. That announcement was miserable. Yeah. That's about it. So, kind of sad, really, because this game looked really cool. This was really fun in the beta and stuff like that. But when it came out, it's like very dry. It's like like those cakes that are like kind of they like that moisture, right? That it lacks that like, you know what I mean? That fluff that you look for in a cake. It's kind of just like that weird. But instead, while it has all that frosting and sprinkles and all that stuff on the outside, the inside, once you bite into it, it's like all like dry and like, like a husk almost. Like those cheap cakes you find at like grocery stores, you know what I mean? Supermarkets.
Yeah.
Instead of that, like that warm, gooey, you know what I mean? Like that gooey, like brownie or something like that, you know what I mean? Like that moist inside, That's what kind of DNF Duel is, if we're going to make some food analogies, Yeah, it's got the graphics, the animations are cool, But the content, man, where's the content? We're dry. We're up and high and dry over here. Yeah. Sorry, what are you saying?
It's not there, sir.
Yeah, you're right. Sad. Very sad. This could have been another good hit, right, from Arxis. But strangely, man, this is a flop, kind of. If it's not, I think it is, but, maybe it's a slight market success. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it certainly doesn't feel like it, for sure. And now we're starting to get DLC. Okay. I mean, I hope when she comes out, she's fun and all that stuff. But that's all you're getting, right? It's like the gif of Mickey cutting that like thin ass piece of bread. You know what I mean? And giving it to Goofy and Donald. You know what I'm talking about? That thin ass paper thin, like you can see through it, piece of bread. That's what DNF Duel is going through. Those little thin slices of bread. And then Street Fighter 6, oh man, you're eating good. You're eating good. Street Fighter fans eating good in June. Again, it's sad. Okay, so I think we're done with that portion. And speaking of Street Fighter, right? We got that Geef video with Marisa. It's just 2.5 minutes of like demonstrating the gameplay between Marisa and Geef. So I guess we can like kind of skim through it ish. But oh, look at that, he's got the wheel kick right away. As soon as round 1 starts, wheel kick. Geef got that wheel kick now. So I wonder if this is like here. Let's see like how high it went, because oh, that's perfect. I wonder if this is like if this actually goes over sweeps. You know what I mean? So he can like or like go over a lot of people's like low medium kicks, because especially in Street Fighter 5, a lot of people had good. There were a couple of characters that had very good low medium kicks, like Kadeen, stuff like that. Alex had a long one, but you can't do much with it. But he has a long one no less. And then unfortunately Ryu's, who has always had a good low medium kick, I think, or low forward, I should say, for old school players, was kind of stubby. And then Okuma's was very stubby. Ken was also kind of stubby, So the Shotos had it pretty kind of bad. But everyone else, yeah, it was a pretty good low medium kick that you can convert to a combo. You know what I mean? Right? Pretty good combo. But now Geef has a wheel kick that could potentially go over that. Anyway, there's Marisa with her punches. And then Geef tried to parry it, but misses. He got the dash rush, drive rush, right? Let me see. Oh yeah, his I think his heavy punch has armor once again. Oh, look at that though. He can parry it into SPD. That's scary. That's scary. Right? Boom. Oh yeah. Drive dash. Oh, look at that. Drive dash into SPD. Look at that. Looking scary. Oh, but you can't do it all the time. Yep. She can drive rush too. She got that scary grapple too. So not only Geef is looking scary, I think Marisa looks fucking scary as well. Like I said, or I think we said it offline, but the drop kick. There's the drop kick. But what do you think so far? Anyway, for Geef at least.
That drop kick fucking wall bounce.
Oh, and then I didn't realize the wheel kick actually ground bounces. I didn't even know that. On top of the drop kick,
Bonk.
Wall bouncing. Oh, it's a punish counter. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And look at that, right? Look at that drive rush, block string into SPD. Look at that.
I just like that jab move that he has now. It's like,
yeah,
like
that's his new green hand, pretty much.
tickle tickle.
Yeah. Oh, and then he can use the drop kick to catch people trying to jump.
What's so funny?
Look at that, right? That's kind of a block string in a way, right? Drive hand hit into whatever SPD. Guess
Well,
right.
You see with this. Oh. So we still haven't seen Geef's like true critical art. We just only seen the level 3. So I want to know what else SmackDown he's gonna say to you to the opponent before he
Mm-hmm.
atomic buster you.
Yeah.
I really like this one because he was like,
Yeah.
I'm in love.
Yeah, the heart on the face was really funny.
He's like, step on me.
Yep. And then he still has the leg parry. You definitely want to watch out for that. Why did they hold that? Why did they hold that victory screen? And I don't understand why they just cut it away right away. But
Get rid of that friggin' splash art for the box art. It's not doing it, Chief.
Yep. Yeah, you can like barely pause the screen for that.
Sir, that's how you blow out your sinuses.
Yeah. So Geef wins this time, but Marisa looks pretty scary too, because she has an armor breaking move that has armor, right? So that sounds scary. But I think you can parry it, so I think that's that balance, right? So you can definitely parry it if you can react to it or predict it. So I think that is a thing you can do against it, but regardless, you can't mess around with Marisa. No. Same with Geef, of course. Gotta watch out for that bounce, man, because the wheel kick. Can't whiff buttons on Geef in that sense, right? So, were there any comments or anything like that you wanted to add?
10 out of 10 battle of the century.
Mm-hmm. I think in the other one, Marisa was like doing the princess carry on Geef in her victory screen or whatever, so that's pretty funny. But I think like his mobility is what's kind of bad overall, because of course he's a big dude, so gotta balance out some things. So I think his like forward dash is like barely anything, from what I can gather. That's why you gotta rely on his drive stuff a lot. So he's definitely going to be drive heavy. So you definitely want to be careful with that, or when you're fighting against Geef, you want to take advantage of that. In fact, but maybe his damage will overall be a justification for the lack of mobility and such. So yeah. He's got some moves that you want to mess around, man. Look at that SPD. Pretty chunky. Pretty chunky damage. But same with her punch thing. I wonder if that chop thing is a target combo. Just hit, yeah. Huh. I wonder if he can combo that chop into something, like one of his like supers or something. I wonder. But he definitely has the most personality as a wrestler, at least in the recent years. He looks more lively, He especially got the wheel kick going on. He got the drop kick, got the chops. You know what I mean? He's definitely moving like a wrestler. That's for sure. A pro wrestler. All right. So, any other comments you wanted to sprinkle in there before we dabble on in the other stuff?
Nope. Real good.
Are we good? We're good? Okay. All right. Next up, after fighting games, let's move on to. Let me space this out for a little bit. There we go. Let's head on to the front line, quote unquote. There's like two things to talk about. Not too much stuff. But I wanted to bring this up. This was from last time, and so now I moved up to the front. So this involves. Where I'll just let you watch it and let see what you think. So let me hold on. Let me set this up. Hold on. Let me just put this halfway. Okay. All right.
You bastard.
Oh? You're approaching me? Instead of running away, you're coming right to me? Even though your grandfather, Joseph, told you the secret of the world. Like an exam student scrambling to finish the problems on an exam until the last moments before the chime.
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer.
Oh ho. Then come as close as you like. Too slow, too slow. The world is the ultimate stand. Even without his power to stop time, his speed and power far exceed that of your Star Platinum.
So it's the same type of stand as Star Platinum? Not much range, but immense power and precise movements.
Okay, so that's the end of the video. as a JoJo fan, what do you make of that? What do you make of that?
Come here. I'm gonna. The fuck was that? Was Krusty the Clown? The hell was that?
So, what do you think is actually happening here? What's going on?
Someone reading them lines very terribly.
Mm-hmm. And who's
putting no emphasis or like emotion, just like
right. And what do you think? What do you think that's coming from?
someone's basement.
Can you take a stab at it?
I swear, if you say it's Team 4-star making a joke, I will hit you.
No, absolutely not. It's
Okay.
you can kind of tell by the lack of nuance.
Emotion.
Yeah, no nuance and stuff like that. Anything really. So who or what rather is voicing these characters?
I swear, you say this is an AI shit. I'm going
Yeah,
to
that's
kill you very
correct.
much.
That's correct. You finally got it. So,
Doo-doo.
he closed the cap on their camera. So, this is an AI that's, I guess, programmed to simulate the tones of the Japanese voice actors or seiyuu, right? And then speak English with those tones, those simulated tones. That's why in some moments it does sound like the voice actors a little bit, but then because of the AI, of course, lacks any emotion and heart, nuance, anything of that sort. You know what I mean? Like the subtleties, right? Of people, you absolutely just lack any of that flair that we get, for this kind of stuff. Right? You can definitely hear it when Dio's like just saying those lines, right? On top of this being like a literal translation, right? So that already that's kind of wrong, right? So that's why localization exists, right? You can't say everything literally, right? Or, directly from Japanese, because as much as I would like to kind of see that, it doesn't, I hate to say it, translate well. It doesn't translate, well on the finished product for English dubbing, right? So that's why you hire localizers rather than translators. You know what I mean? I mean, it's good for business, obviously, but when it comes to entertainment stuff, you definitely want to fit it to the audience you're showing. That's why that of itself is that of itself there's an art to that, right?
Scrambling to finish the problem like an exam student. Joseph told you the secret of the world.
But when you
like an exam student scrambling to finish the problems on an exam until the last moment.
He's just like going through the lines, right? Like that's what it sounds like. He's just going through his dialogue. That's what the robot
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer.
Like you don't hear the breath, you don't hear like the you know what I mean? Like there's no nuance to it.
Oh ho.
Oh. Like what do you make of that, man?
AI is the new wave of the future.
Mhm.
Yay! It's like,
Mhm.
no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Stop kidding yourself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could do this for memes, right? But like to say unironically that this is the future and all that stuff, like it, bro. Like, do you not like? Do y'all not see the problem here when you're trying to like use AI and stuff like that
Nope.
for artistical stuff like this?
Nope, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't see anything.
Unfortunately, I guess that's the case. But for the most part, when you read the comments, right? Like, at least in English anyway, is this the same dude? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, let's just ignore him. Oh, people are blocking him. Gee, I wonder why. Right? This person's like, because it's a Japanese like Twitter user, like,
Why you do this?
Right.
It's like, well,
like he's saying like "Suge" or something like that. So it's like, wow, amazing, right? Like, obviously praising this technology, and you know, but if you let me see. Let me see. Well, I guess I know. I guess maybe not in these comments, but in the quote tweets, right? Obviously, there's like a lot of engagement going on, right? Look at that. It was like almost like 100,000 likes and whatever. But like, yeah, one person says right away, "Well, wow, this sucks." And the second one, but first one says, from Flut, I guess you can say, or Flute. Anyway, I feel like this is another way for big companies to save money by not hiring voice actors. And I bet they wouldn't even pay royalties to the original voice actors whose voices were used to create the AI's voice, right? That's another fucked up thing about it, too. It's like it's copying like directly from the voice actors, right? And then it's like, oh, you can try to get away with it, I guess. And then let me see. And this is what we're seeing in the creative spheres. AI is just copying based on input that it gets. Frankly, it's not great at it. This is legit scary. Another user says, "Sure, the voices are wood. Sure, the voices are wooden, but I assume in time, this too will be fixed." You know, as you know, just kind of talking about like the future type of stuff, right? Like, yeah, with technology, it's gonna be only improving, right? So there's gonna be a point, right, to the point where the AI stuff is starting to like, you know, catch on to stuff like all the nuances, all the little subtleties, right? Maybe even the breaths, you know what I mean? Like the exhales and inhales and all that stuff.
Yep.
At some point.
It's like there's no humans.
Right. It could be just a point where just everything's created by robots, right? For us to consume, or our future generations to consume. Another person says, "I don't know how to feel about this," right? Putting aside how AI voice acting is inherently bad, is barely even sounds like the Japanese voice actors. Yeah, like it vaguely sounds like them, but like I said, like the nuance is not just the tone itself; it's the emotion. You know, the acting, right? The acting is what drives it. Jotaro sounds like Obama. I don't know about that, but
I don't know about that, Chief.
yeah, but it's funny. I'll say that much. AI dub sounds as good as proper English voice acting. Would be cheaper and and about just as good, I guess.
That video is making me have the cancer.
Yeah. This guy is kind of funny. AI dubbing an anime into English with Japanese voice cast. It's rough now, but I can't even imagine what this is going to be like in the future. The spandex suits will wear and the flying cars will drive. This makes me want to throw myself into a grinder, bro. I feel you, man. I feel you.
Like, okay, kind of hot take. I can see this working out if it was like, the early years of anime dubbing, like from the 80s and the 90s. Like I would see that this would work if it was during that era.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But nowadays, no.
Yeah, right? Like now that English dubbing kind of like got the rhythm down with anime stuff, like but I definitely get what you're saying, right? If only technology was good back then, right? If we did this, it's like, how would then people feel, right? So, especially if you compare like the early dubs, and then, right, if you only had early dubs to compare to AI dubbing, right? I think people will be like, oh, well, I mean, it sounds kind of funny, but at least the AI dubbing sounds like the Japanese voice actors to some degree. And then that's what the impressions would have been painted with, right? Instead of the English dubbing and, trying to improve upon it over time. But luckily, that wasn't the case. We live in a timeline where we're not using AIs to dub stuff. Yeah, this sounds terrible. I know it's AI, but it sounds so unenthusiastic. Exactly, right? Simply put. Emotionless. Yeah, so you get the point. I think we get the point at this time. Like, this person's kind of like in the middle. It's like, yeah, there definitely is no emotion to it, but it is scary of how, like, for what it is, right? Like, it's able to even like mimic the sounds of Dio and the Japanese Dio and Japanese Jotaro, right? So it is kind of scary in that sense. Like I like me, I would absolutely take English dub over AI dubbing. Like, oh my god, like no.
I'll take bad English dub.
Like early '90s English dubbing over this. At least the early '90s were funny. It's funny if you look at back.
Okay, I'll raise you. You're saying early '90s. I'd rather take Ghost Stories dubbing over this.
Damn.
I can't kill you up. Run like there's a black guy chasing you. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck was that?
Jesus, man. What a time we lived in, right?
Ghost Stories, beautiful anime. Don't watch it in English. You're gonna have a hell of a time.
It's a completely different experience. Completely different thing.
I want to see some person like to their friends who never watch anime, just go like, here, this will be your introduction to anime. Ghost Stories.
Yeah, man, the old ones and zeros, man, just lack that emotion. It is a question of how long it will take, though. I mean, I can't imagine it won't be anytime in our generation, but like once you know, we pass on, right? And then a couple of other generations later, right? Like it'll probably be just there at that time. I'm guessing. But man. Yeah. So, any like final comments or any like ranting you want to kind of just get out, or you good?
I'm hurting.
Mm-hmm. It had to be
My
Jojo,
soul
right?
is-
To be used an example, right? Right. Yeah.
Now imagine this was One Piece.
Oh, I mean, I'd be just hurt as watching this, right? Like it's
Yeah, he will be Haki will be dying, and then let's just say it's one of the villains laugh. There's like no
oh
like
my god,
emotion
yo,
behind
that'd
it.
be so cursed. That'd be so cursed. No, but I mean, just watching this like hurts, man. I don't watch JoJo. I read JoJo, but like, oh man.
I kind of want to hear an AI do Whitebeard's laugh.
Oh
Like
my
how
God.
flat would that sound?
It just be like good, like,
Or probably like for Blackbeard, Zeh ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Zeh ha ha. It's like at least put some emphasis, you dumb freaking machine.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's like, it's like, well, cause like like you know, when some voice actors smoke, right, and they like kind of fuck up that voice, but it now in turns becomes more of a unique voice for other roles, right? And so that's also what AI can't do, right? It can't injure itself. It can't fuck itself up and over time, like with cigarettes and alcohol and whatever, right? So
Yeah.
we are not gonna get that either, unless you somehow can program that in there too at some point. But right now, man, it's just I believe, for you know, most people here who watch this particular clip can kind of like appreciate more than ever of how voice acting is, right? Like, or just people, you know, how people like make these things memorable, you know, cool, awesome, right? And all that stuff. So that's I think that's all we got for the AI voicing. Like, obvious. I mean, the only other instance, right, with that was with Mandalorian, with Luke Skywalker in that scene. I believe that was AI.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously trying to simulate Mark Hamill's voice. Absolutely no. Like, you can tell. You can fucking tell. Now, it was brief. Yeah, of course, because that shit sucks. But yeah, anyway. That's all there is to it. So, like, you gotta appreciate art, you know, for what it is. And of course, art is absolutely driven by the human soul. And then there's more and more AI art popping in left and right, and then just people calling themselves artists. Like, ugh. I mean, you're a programmer, I'll give you that, but you know, to call yourself an artist in that sense, it's like that's a fucking stretch, man. I'll give you credit for making that robot, but the robot is the artist, quote unquote, right? You didn't make that. The robot did. You're just taking credit for you're taking the robot's credit for making the quote unquote art, but you did program the robot, so whatever. I don't know. Anyway, meanwhile, another part of news or gaming, just a little update on the Microsoft buyout thing with all the little companies, like, you know, well, when I say little, I mean big, with, like, you know, Activision and Bethesda, blah blah blah, right? Apparently, the FTC's lawyers are dissatisfied, according to Stephen Totilo, with the documents Microsoft hasn't or has disclosed in the lead up to their trial over the Activision deal. They want more on Microsoft's ZeniMax exclusivity plans, more about Microsoft's new next generation gaming ecosystem. So yeah, there's the rest of it's like a bunch of documents that I guess has been released. Yeah, I mean that is a question. Like, what are you gonna do with these properties, right? That's fair. I think that's a fair thing to ask. But we still have to wait on the Sony stuff, right? Like, what? Oh, like, how did you get these properties, or what are you gonna do with these properties in the future, right? Like, you know, why don't you show what you got and all the exclusivities and stuff like that too? You know, with Sony. So yeah, and then Sony was one of the companies that are like, oh, look at Xbox, look what they're doing, right? Like, so that's like kind of projection, at its finest, one could put it. Anything you wanted to say?
No.
Nope. Alrighty. We're good.
Just get that out of my sight.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it's probably gonna happen more and more. So, all right, let's move on to some other games. So, yeah, a little more on the tech trend, unfortunately, but Square Enix, you know how they're like, oh yeah, NFT, blockchain, you know, that's the type of stuff. So remember this Symbiogenesis? This was the game that's going to be featuring supposedly with NFTs and stuff like that. So it's going to be the first, I guess, NFT game from Square Enix. The game publisher says the game will have 10,000 NFT characters who will each have a unique design, quote unquote. So I guess this is it, the teaser trailer. Oh, there you go. Now it's loading. Or now it's going, I should say. Oh, it's muted. Interesting music. Okay. It's just
No,
like
thank you.
Yeah, it's just like a map. It's 2D. Is this just literally gonna be just like images, the game? Is that what it is? What the hell is that?
Okay, where's Krusty again? What the hell was that?
Yeah. I mean, really, what the hell was that? It's nothing but like just 2D stuff. Okay, so the company says the game is a completely new form of NFT-based entertainment. I mean, have we had any NFT-based entertainment yet? Anyway, where 10,000 collectible artworks meet real game utility. Square Enix claims that the 10,000 NFT characters that will be made available will have a unique design with various races and professions, along with images that can be used as social media profile pictures. Okay? I mean, that was said before, but okay. 10,000 characters will be sold as each chapter of the game is revealed, of which Square Enix says there will be 6. Okay. It also says players will progress through the main story and missions while also unlocking the stories held by the characters. Find the items hidden throughout the floating continent and determine the ending of the story by participating in the world mission where the ultimate choice will be made. Symbiogenesis was originally announced, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Man.
What is Square's what's the word I'm looking for? End game in this?
I don't know, man. That's literally $1 million question.
It's like, they got rid of their, what was it, the CEO
Yeah.
who was pushing this, and then they got someone else, from what I read, who's also big into
Yeah,
NFTs, like
we talked about it, yeah.
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 So it's like it's like, Square, what are you doing?
Right, yeah.
Stop.
We definitely talked about it last time. Like they just replace it's just kind of like the Hydra, right? Like you cut off one head and just another head pops in, like what, like 2 more or some shit. Like it just doesn't matter, right? This other dude is also into NFT stuff, and in fact is more experienced with NFT and other tech trends and stuff such like that. So I guess in a sense it's even worse, right? It's like more leeway to this kind of stuff. I guess according to Video Games Chronicle, NFTs are unique, non-interchangeable units of data stored on, okay, it's just a definition, stored on a blockchain form of a digital ledger, which effectively allows users to buy and sell digital products like in-game items or artwork. So this is essentially just like a digital eBay almost, right? You just get items within the game and you try to sell them for money within this space, right? And because it's a Square Enix space, they get a percentage out of that. So what they're doing is just a money platform. They're just making a platform to make money. It's like eBay basically, but with like digital shit that you can't own or touch, or it's not tangible. Intangible, you know. It's just so dumb, right? Oh, you can use these images as your fucking profile picture. Wow, that's a fucking defining feature. Wow, oh man.
What an interesting concept.
Yes, what a concept that we totally never had before. Right? Man, I can't totally just do this, you know. I can't go on to Google Images and then look for any of these images and make them into a profile picture. Wow, I can't. Oh man, this is revolutionary, guys. I totally just can't copy this.
We cannot fathom this.
This is just unfathomable.
This thinking. They're what is it? Big brain right now.
This is big brain. This is galaxy brain. This is galaxy brain, guys. Oh my man. Square. Wow.
So you got my money.
Shut up and take my money. Nah, fuck off with that shit. Fuck off with that shit. God damn it. It's so stupid. Same with speaking of which, same with Dr. Disrespect, right? He's making that game. I forget what it's called, but it's gonna have NFTs, blockchains, all that stuff. That's supposedly gonna be worth $100,000, and tries to sell it as like, oh, but you can make money, but just by playing video games and stuff like that. What a concept, right? I mean, yeah, it's great and all on paper, but like with NFTs and stuff like that, this is like, ugh, God, man, like that's disappointing to hear that from Dr. Disrespect. game developer and all that stuff from Call of Duty days, you know. Disappointing, man. Disappointing. Like, that concept obviously of making money within the video game is like great and all, but there's one thing you're forgetting, Doc, and it's that when you introduce stuff like this, right? Who's that gonna attract, right? Hackers, idiots and hackers, right? So what? How do you not think of how does he not think of that kind of stuff, right? Like, what makes you not think a hacker would just go in there and just like try to, you know, it's supposed to be like a Tarkov sort of game, right? You get NFT items, you extract, right? You know, go in the helicopter, take off, and then you have those items, right, to sell, potentially. And so, what makes you not think that there's gonna be cheaters out there, right? With auto aim and whatever the fuck, right? Boom, instant headshot. Take your shit. And now these items are mine. But that's if these items are even worth it, right? So, are there gonna be enough people? Are these items are gonna even have like value at all? Like, what else could you do with these items? Oh, these NFTs, you can use them across other games, right? You know, like, that, what, you're gonna make? Are you gonna make more games or something? Is this gonna be, are you gonna be like the next Nintendo or something? I don't fucking think so, dude. No fucking way. And it's not like you can take this item and put in and use it for like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 14 or something, right? So, what's the point? What's the point of all this stuff, right? Like, oh my god, I remember the whole thing with Mike Shinoda, right? Remember that from Linkin Park? That guy from Linkin Park, you know, he's like he essentially is like co-leader or something like that, you know, of Linkin Park, if not the like head of Linkin Park, the face, I guess you could say, was like kind of like almost getting into NFTs, and people had to explain him like, no, that's not how it works. You can't just take it. He even used the example of like Fortnite and like some other game. Like, you can't just take an item from Fortnite and put it into another game like that. That's not how it works. You know? You can't just take that skin from Fortnite and plop it onto Call of Duty or something. Like, oh, you sweet summer child, you have no idea of what this is supposed to be. Like, for realsies, you know? So, Square and Dr. Disrespect and other platforms and companies and such like that are trying to get in more of this stuff, and it's just, I can only just watch and discuss. A lot of people don't like it. It's like, just make video games, man. That's all we want. Just make a video game. No, you gotta like milk the fucking cow till its udders are like mummy dry, you know? You know what I mean? Like a husk. Terrible. We'll see how that turns out. Alright, so speaking of Fortnite, I forgot to talk about this, but we'll talk about this real briefly here. New season has started for Fortnite, and this one is featuring Eren Yaeger. So we've seen the trailer for it. And it's funny, like, Eren Yaeger is not really like in the forefront. Like, he wasn't like really like that big on the screen. But he's there. So yeah. Was there any comment that you wanted to throw in for Attack on Titan coming into
Attack on Titan. Sure, why not? But then, you know, there was like new characters coming up, like this lizard guy that fucking Kenny wanted to slap him.
Hmm.
So, although I was playing Fortnite, where were you? There was a new lizard guy for you. And I was like, yeah, I know, Kenny. You late to the party on that one.
Was it just like
I don't know.
generic lizard guy, or is it like from like a series or something?
It looks like a generic lizard guy, but you
Okay.
know, because the internet
Right.
working really fast and quick, I was like, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's Fortnite. I'm sorry to say, I have zero fucks for
No,
it.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but like, just hey, we gotta have a crossover once again with anime, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, how would you
Which
feel?
again, like,
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for like, that one crossover that goes like, wow, they actually had money.
I mean, you could say that for Dragon Ball, right? Because Toei, right? Like, they're like tight with that shit,
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it because Goku and all the other characters only speak Japanese, so
Mhm.
they're tight about it, man. They're like,
That's why I'm waiting.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for the day Fortnite gets the licensing for One Piece, so I can go like, wow.
I mean, it'd be just the same as like Dragon Ball and all the other animes that made in there, like Naruto and shit like that, for example. I don't care, but still worth mentioning, right? That
Yep.
Especially with Dragon Ball, right? It's Toei, right? Like I said, like Toei's been like tight about that shit. I mean, yeah. I mean, they even got Marvel in there, right? So Disney has a hand in it, I guess you could say. Although you don't see like Mickey Mouse or like the Disney princesses and everything like that, but Marvel, hey, they don't have any. I guess they don't have any problems with Marvel. Fuck it.
Yep.
For some reason,
That's
I'm
why
actually
it'd
kind
be
of
funny.
surprised actually that we don't see any like Tangled or Frozen, right? That's a big one. Which is still surprising to me. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So that's happened. So hold on, give me just a second here. Okay. So yeah, Fortnite. Oh yeah. So there is this game that we talked about before, which was the Lord of the Rings Gollum. The story trailer came out for it, so
Nose iron. Bites
I really don't
Oh,
like his voice.
hold on. Look at the
Yeah, it's not Andy Serkis.
I know,
that's already
but look at the dislikes, man. It's like half like
it's on par, everybody.
Yeah.
It's on par.
it is split down pretty much split down the middle, but yeah, it's a little more on the dislike side, but yeah. Oh my god.
stones too new. So shiny, yes. So beautiful. My precious.
The darkness grows beyond our borders. My people are growing anxious. We cannot let this evil linger among us, Gandalf.
The Dark Lord. What did you tell him?
Nothing. I swears.
The Lord sent me, his emissary, to oversee matters in person. The creature. Bring it back. Kill it, if need be.
We must find help. He mustn't see us.
The creatures look cool.
Him.
I know everyone else except for Gollum, the main, piece of this puzzle.
Whoa.
losing a man. Not in the good way. The logo looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Give them that. Everything else in the game looks nice except for Gollum.
Yeah. So
I don't know
it's
how
just
you-
so weird that we have a game dedicated to Gollum.
I don't know how you could fuck up Gollum even more, but you know, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, this is supposed to be like in between, like, you know, when I guess, well, Smeagol, right? When he started to turn into Gollum, right? So this is still like before when, you know, when he meets with Bilbo Baggins and all that stuff. So I believe. So this is, yeah, this is kind of like a prequel-ish kind of stuff, like, but still, it's just very strange that we have a game dedicated to Gollum instead of like just like, I don't know. Now, is this supposed to be Gandalf right here, or is this one of like the just like one of the, okay, so
Tell him.
Nothing.
The Dark Lord. What did you tell him?
Nothing.
Your mama. Hello, the Dark Lord. What did you tell him? Your mama.
damn. Yeah, like the environments look pretty cool, like the settings and stuff like that, the creatures and all that stuff looks pretty cool. Too bad it's just a game centered around Gollum, you know.
Back.
See the orcs, Urkai maybe. I think it's just orcs, right? Because Urkai are supposed to be around during like the big great war, right? Because orcs are supposed to be or no, Urkai are supposed to be like hybrids, right? They're supposed to be hybrids of orcs and goblins. Was it? I forget. Let me look that up real quick. I'm trying to like dig any like Lord of the Rings lore I can like remember from long ago or whatever. So, Urkai. Strongest breed of orc. Oh, okay. I guess you could just call them like super orcs, half orcs. Okay.
Super orcs.
Oh, men. Okay. That should have been obvious. So it's orcs and men. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, Urkai came in later, I believe. So they were created by Saruman and stuff like that. So probably just orcs. It is someone. Well, I mean,
Find help.
we never know. I mean, probably just fuck up the timeline a little bit. But yeah. Like yeah, like I said, like the environments look pretty cool, settings and all that stuff. But it's Gollum. That's the only
I
problem.
know. It's like, but why though?
Yeah. Does not say when exactly it's coming out, but it is coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and even a Nintendo Switch as well. So, oh boy. So yeah. That is that. Okay. So that's pretty much it. If we have any more comments about Gollum, the precious. Not quite there, but you know. Well, actually, yeah, I guess. Yeah. He has a ring, right? During this time. I think so. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to anime, movies, streaming, and streaming stuff, and more type of news. This was a quote, I believe, from the director of this Mario movie, right? That's coming up, and he says, okay, so the context is that they shared, according to Cartoon News Network on Twitter, saying that the directors share that they are huge Mario fans and they are staying faithful to the games instead of giving the Teen Titans Go treatment. Ooh, ouch. It's kind of a bit of that roast for Teen Titans Go, right? It was the quote is it was the opposite of what we did on Teen Titans. Let's deliver the Mario experience that we haven't had yet. They expect we do the Teen Titans Go treatment onto Mario, but every project we come to, we make new choices depending on who the audience is and what we're going for. So, kind of interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're definitely paying all the right homages so far with the Mario movie so far, with the level designs and the Mario Kart stuff and Bowser, of course, you know, and all the enemies and NPCs and all that stuff. Yeah, so far it looks like that's the case, right? I mean, what do you think?
Jesus.
Huh?
Just Jesus.
Oh, Jesus, what? Like, what do you what?
Like, they're really trying to like do a comparison between Super Mario movie with Teen Titans. It's like, and Teen Titans Go. It's like
Well, they want
two
to
different,
right. They
like, it's like on two different like sides of the, you know,
coin, I guess.
spectrum.
Yeah,
like,
spectrum.
Coins. Like, it's like, why can't we just all be, you know, like, here's one something entertaining for this group of people, and then there's this one.
Yeah, I mean,
But at least they did say that. That every project we come to, we make new choices depending on who the audience is and what we're going for. But the problem to me with that is that if you keep trying to chase like your audience, it never ends well. You always want to just.
Well, I don't think they're chasing. But sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, just make, you know, whatever you're making, just make it like a that will gravitate to majority of audience, not like a which audience you're trying to like promote to. That's me. Good turn.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, like, I don't think they're chasing anyone. I think they're just trying to like see who the audience is and try to like, yeah. I mean, but I get what you're trying to like go for. Like, yeah, if you're trying to like, you know, like video games have this problem too, where they're trying to like pull in all the casuals, right, from other spectrums to, you know, like make big sales. But the problem is that likely is going to sort of act like a detriment towards the audience that you've already built with, right? So with like fighting games, right, you know, there's this whole thing about like, oh, let's try to make this, let's just make this fighting game easier or something like that, right? When
and there's nothing wrong making a fighting game easier. You do want to bring more audience into it.
Okay, yeah, to at least to some extent, yeah.
Yeah.
I think as long as, you know, you have the right content, and then you have the right sort of mechanics and all that stuff. Characters, obviously, right? That's another important thing, is to have the cool characters to go along with that. You know, I think that could be a hit. But we've seen time and time again when it comes to simplified fighting games, right? Like it just makes it easier for the people who are already pros at it. Just makes it easier for them. So I don't think that's really the answer. I think it's just a matter of like, I don't know. I mean, there could be a way to like make simplified controls work. But I think also you just gotta make the content, right? You just gotta make the single player content, and I think that's what Street Fighter 6 is trying to do. Is just have the world tour thing or whatever it's called, and just have people have stuff to do for people, like the casuals and stuff like that. Hopefully that is well, maybe not robust is not the right word for it, but it's just like vast enough to be competent. To be a competent sort of like mode for single players, right? The single player type of people, and not so much like the hardcore competitive esportsy, like those bunch, right? Where they only go online and stuff like that, almost 24/7 ish, to that kind of core. But here, I mean, I commend them for it because, obviously so far it looks pretty good, right? In this specific case with Mario, right? Looks good. The level designs, all that stuff, all the homages, all that stuff looks pretty good as well. I can definitely see what they're trying to go for. To even put that in the same sentence with Teen Titans Go, right? Like, was that necessary? I don't know, but I get what they're kind of trying to go for, right? Like, they kind of like made Teen Titans into like a more kids type of stuff, right? Like more of a kids show, or just like trying to gravitate towards like the current generation when they should have gone for like that very charismatic, dark Teen Titans that us have experienced from long ago, or well, at this point long ago. So, right? But we don't. We just have Teen Titans Go, and they even jab at that joke too, right? Like at some point about that. Oh, we could have been this, but we're this, right? That type of stuff. They know what they're doing, but they choose to go with the Teen Titans, the Go treatment, because that's the kind of audience they want to attract. So I see points from both sides of it, or at least more than one side, right? So I'm glad that it's turning out like this. I think I think as long as you're paying enough respect to the original source material, then I'd say, hey, I mean, you can play around with it to an extent. But there's definitely too much of a good thing, so let's just put it that way. I'd say. I mean, it's not like I dare to bring this up again, but Rian Johnson with Star Wars, right? I mean, that's like the opposite end, right? It's like, oh, this is my story, and then not even like respecting the material, in a way.
That man outright just said, I'm making this for myself. Fuck you, fans.
Right. And then here, right, with Mario, right, they're putting in all the stuff that's, like what you see in Mario, right? But at the same time, they got their own little twist to it. I mean, Mario's not exactly the same Mario, like it is what it is. But they're still like having fun with it. They're paying, but at the same time, they're paying respect to the material. So I think they're doing a good job here. I can definitely see what they're trying to go for, like in the quote. So, yep.
Yeah, it's not like they're dumping a lot of like references to the Mario games. I mean, yes, we see the Mushroom Kingdom and all the little icons and whatnot.
Yeah, tidbits and all that stuff. Yeah.
But again, it's a Mario movie, not Mario the landscape movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, like as you said, they're putting their own their own story twists for Mario.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But at the same time, they're paying respect and homage to, well, you know, what they're working with. So, all right, more on movie stuff. Just posters for Transformers: Rise of the Beast, or Rise of Beast, or no, okay, Rise of the Beast, coming in June 9th. But yeah, there's some posters of, like, you know, Optimus Prime. This is Optimus Primal, and then we have Mirage right here. So, interesting, like, details you can see with Optimus Primal, with, like, the chest, right? Got a little bit of, like, I don't know, what appears to be fur, right? The skin thing.
And yeah, the skin is kind of like making me off put.
Yeah, kind of like,
nice detail, but okay. But now then we look into, like, the internet. This is me looking into that side of the internet for you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Close that door.
Yeah.
Maybe one more time. I'm gonna look. Okay. Yep.
Did you drop the link? Oh yeah. Since we're on the topic of Transformers, the Japanese side of things, when it comes to dubbing, right? They're bringing back Koyasu-san, who is famous for Dio, and also has voiced Optimus Primal from the Beast Wars days. You know, the old, you know, CGI series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Dio is, or rather, Optimus Primal is Dio, right? So ain't that funny?
So this is, so in the Japanese dub, I bet I hear like 20,000 muras.
Yeah. Or unlike the fucking AI one. Yeah, unlike the AI one. But anyway,
also, if Optimus Primal in the Japanese dub doesn't throw a road roller at at the Decepticons, I'll be very pissed. Like,
it's appropriate, right? Because it's vehicles, right? Like, it's Transformers. It's all about the vehicles, right? Road roller. Oh! Probably takes like a steamroller Decepticon or whatever, right? Like, and then just like throws it into...
No, he just picks up Optimus in his vehicle part. Optimus Primal da! He just slams. He's like, you just killed Optimus. I did.
Yeah.
Oh. He's like, I did. Oh.
Or just a random steamroller and then that'd be kind of a funny reference.
Mm-hmm.
And then Teshio Genda, who has been voicing many characters over the years, right, in anime, is back on Optimus Prime as tradition, right? So that's like one of his famous roles. So definitely, you know, paying that respect, right, for the Transformers, like, sort of franchise, because it's for the most part it's always been Teshio Genda, and then when it comes to English, you know, it's been Peter Cullen. So yeah, for the OG Optimus Prime. Optimus Primal, that's Gary Chalk, I believe. So I don't think, no, it's not that voice actor. Never mind. For the English side of the movie, unfortunately, that would have been cool, but he got somebody else. Now, I mean, if it was if Megatron makes an appearance, man, with David K, ooh, I better hear the yes. But
Daddy, yes. Like, what?
Yes. I mean, but I think it's gonna be a different Decepticon this time around from what it looks like. But we'll see.
We'll see, indeed.
We'll see, indeed. Yeah, because from the names that were popping up on Wikipedia or whatever for Rise of the Beast, I don't think I've seen Megatron. Maybe they updated. I don't know. Let's check it out. Transformers. Doesn't say doesn't say too much about the Decepticon slash whoever's gonna be the villains. So right, yeah, I think it's gonna be Scourge that's going to be the main villain for right now, from what I can get. Yeah, so it's gonna be the Terracons. No Decepticons. Looks like at least they're Terracons are gonna be probably like the main villain group, and then maybe Decepticons will come in at the end for like end credits or something like that, the credit scene. Yeah. Oh, funny. Peter Dinklage is playing Scourge, so that's kind of cool.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter,
Yep.
Peter Dinklage.
Yep. That's about it. Yeah.
Oh wow! Wow.
Yeah. All right. Next one up. This one was this is just an extra tweet. So apparently, in Japan, at least for Kyoto University, they allow students to wear whatever they want when they're graduating. So a lot of people do is cosplay. So you even got like one Japanese dude cosplaying as like what appears to be the mask. You know, that's actually pretty funny. And then some like, I think it's like original design or something. I don't know. But
That's from Jojo. That's
is it
Black
from JoJo?
Sabbath.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So, but yeah, I mean,
think it's Black Sabbath, but yeah. See, like, I would love to see this in America, but then there will be those type of costumes that will turn heads not in the right way.
mhm,
You'll be like, wow, awfully brave of you.
or controversial.
Because,
Yeah.
Controversial. Because I'll just say it. Back in high school, there was this girl who one Halloween dressed up as Hitler.
I had a feeling.
The full on garb and everything, and her friends were like, the lieutenants and stuff of Hitler.
Oh,
And I was like,
wow. Okay.
you're dedicated. I give you that. But holy shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And what's more funny is that she spoke perfect
German.
So it was like that cherry on the top going like,
okay. Damn. Okay.
like, you do you. I'm gonna be over here with the nerds to be safe.
Yeah. To be. Yeah. I mean, there is a line between parody and that like genuine sort of thing. So, I mean, in that case, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but like, yeah, I mean, when you do stuff like that, just you're treading on those waters, man. Be careful. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
Be careful.
Be careful, yeah. Like, do you have the right? Sure, but do you want to do it? That's your choice, man. That's the question, right? What comes after? That's between you and party B or whatever, right? So
it's just like, my brother in Christ be with you.
Like, may God be with you, or something, right? So to that extent. So yeah, you can definitely see like there's a video of it. There's like more costumes and all that stuff. Like just like all kinds of stuff. This one, I'm not too sure what that is. That supposed to be the lamp from Pixar?
Yeah. I
think
that's the Pixar lamp.
The Pixar lamp. He's doing the hop and everything. That's so funny.
I see a Teletubby. That
Yeah, the
one scares me the
Teletubby. There's
most.
there's some bear. Yeah.
It's Akuma.
Yeah, Akuma, yeah. Oh my god. The sound. Wait. Oh my god. Can you hear that?
Someone at Pixar is going like, "That's my boy."
Yeah. Mouse.
I'm surprised he didn't like eat it. You know. when
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
going up
then
the stairs.
yeah. Kudos. Probably practiced, but or just very lucky. So I want to
He
see like
probably was practicing like doing the hops, like going to a shrine. And
up the
doing
stairs,
hops.
yeah. Trying to see like the other costumes, but yeah, just like Teletubby, some like angel looking thing and fairy or whatever. Just random costumes, man. I don't know what that one is from. It's a bunch of like goofy.
Oh, that's from Power Ranger.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ranger stuff.
Lupin Ranger and Power Ranger. I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. That one's just like, yeah,
It's my husband.
husbando, you know, that type of stuff. That's fucking funny. This one, I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I like the prop.
Yeah, I had to drag that all the way to the top, right?
Yeah. E.T. It looks like something like that. Yep. So that's all there is to it. I thought I'd throw it in here because, you know, it's like funny and it's got some anime references, it's got some movie references too at that. Pixar even, right? Like, damn, man. Cosplaying, you know.
Surprised we didn't. No one like came in cosplaying like someone from, you know, Fate Go,
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Mhm.
I mean, we do have Animal Crossing, but you know, like
Yeah, this is from Animal Crossing. Yeah. I'm just like looking at the back, trying to like look at the backgrounds too, see if anyone else is being brave enough to don a costume of sorts. But not so much. All right. That's about it. That's all I got for the docket. Was there anything you wanted to like pepper in on from your end, or?
rank Overwatch is a piece of shit still.
Yeah. I think. Oh no, never mind. I got the PlayStation stuff, like the bonus thing that you can download or whatever with Moira's costume and whatever. So it's like the only thing I did, and also it comes with like 3 battle tier skips. So okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. For the next time I do play it.
I don't know why this thing popped on my Twitter just now. Lee F. Field shell ejecting toy rifle.
That's mine. That's my video, dude. Yeah, because I mean, it's up there. I got a replica little toy rifle of a World War II weapon, or at least a weapon that was made famous during World War II. So yeah, pretty cool.
I mean, I can't say shit because, you know, I have like Buckle Pops.
I mean, don't you have like a Keyblade or 2 or whatever?
2 Star Wars lightsabers from Disney.
Yeah. I mean, That rifle could be used for a costume
2,
someday. Yeah, you know.
3 wands from Harry Potter World.
Oh yeah.
1, 2.
I'm pretty sure like one of those items, like the weapons or whatever, costs like $100 or something around there.
I have 1, 2,
Because like
3 rider belts.
oh jeez, like how much are those like sabers, right? Like the good ones anyway.
Okay, so my first one was Darth Vader's. He was 165.
Mm-hmm.
Then Luke's was like I think 120, but then we had the pass thing. You know, like if you so we had a discount, that's what I'm saying. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, how much?
But let's just say it was like it was in the hundreds.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. It is around the hundreds. I mean, hey, it's Disney. They love to just take advantage of those who really want it. I don't blame them.
I still have and I bought myself like the Hogwarts your school's what's it called? Cloak?
Mm-hmm.
That thing was 185.
Whew, man. Better be made with like the finest material or something, man. Shit.
Nope. I don't know. It's in the closet.
In the closet, yeah.
I'm waiting for like the perfect opportunity to like I don't know, cosplay my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Things you do for props.
Props or what's it called? Memorabilia.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it's funny. I just ordered a wingman replica, another one, because this one has actually like the shells that come with it, and you can actually like open it up and it stays open, right? Because the one I have right now, like it's like a cheaper one. It's like from like Jack's Pacific or something like that. You know that toy company. This one right here, right? It looks cool, but I mean, the opening function, you have to like hold it with your thumb, so it kind of like, you know, kind of feels awkward when you're trying to like, because you have to like, you know, so you have to like push it like this, you know. But hey, it opens up nonetheless. So this one was like $30 or whatever, 25-ish. And then the other one is like upper 40s. It's not that bad either. It looks it actually like functions a little more like a toy gun or whatever. So and then this one's like a click. So hey, at least it opens. I'll give it that. But the other one is gonna be probably a little better to hold and what do you call role play, I guess you could say. So maybe like someday if I don't know, cosplay as like Mirage or something, because Mirage likes using the wingman or uses the wingman in the intro screen or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just like a hypothetical. I would like to try to do Fuse, but I don't got the mustache. I'll just get a fake one or something. But ain't the same. It ain't the same. Yeah, it ain't the same though. It ain't the same. But yeah, the things you do for props. So anyway, I think that's all we got for realsies. We did fill it out to an hour and or 2 hours and a half. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Sweet little number there. So I'll take that. I'll take that. So with that, on that note, thank you very much for those who tuned in. Always appreciate you guys, and we'll be back for more episodes if we have stuff to talk about. Oh, sorry, one last thing. Have you been watching Last of Us at all?
Mando? No.
Oh, Mando? Oh, well, that too, but
no
like,
Mando yet.
No Mando yet? Okay.
Last of Us? No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I know it finished, right?
It just finished, yeah.
Okay, so probably I'll start watching The Last of Us after my convention like spree.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Pretty good.
Okay, so
Yeah, pretty good.
but for The Last of Us, based on you watched it and you played the game, right? The first one.
Yes, very much. It's very much so.
Just give me a percentage. How, not how accurate, but how much of the game is it? Like,
Well,
show to game. Just give me a percentage.
I would say like 80 to 95, honestly, because like it's
That's all I need.
yeah, pretty good.
I need to know.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you.
Now for Mando.
Oh, for Mando, yeah.
For Mando, we will talk about that when I catch up.
Yeah, it's just 3 episodes in, so yeah.
Yeah.
The most recent one I'll say though, it is longer, and it is definitely a good.
It has to be because
Yeah.
it's the final of the season, right? Final episode of the season.
No. I'm
Not
talking about like
series.
the most recent one. Sorry, the most recent episode that came out, which is episode 3, is the longest one so far. Sorry, I made that a little confusing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, I made that a little confusing.
Mando is long,
Yeah.
so it's pretty much a movie. What you're saying this episode?
Well, it's an hour, so about an hour.
Oh, so it's an OVA.
Yeah. Yeah.
To make it terms that people don't watch this anime. It's an OVA, everybody.
It's been pretty like lore heavy so far. Like there's no like central plot, I guess, for right now. It's just been like, oh, for those who appreciate the Mandalorian, like the actual Mandalorian like lore and like stuff like that, definitely is up their alley. But yeah, I mean, I like it for what it is. I mean, I don't think it's been bad. So far anyway. There's been some questionable stuff, but whatever. I mean, it's still watchable. Funny that both feature Pedro Pascal, so he's been up there, man. He's been up there.
What's more funny is that Pascal is a dad in 2 different shows.
Pretty much, yeah, right? That's so funny. That he's a father figure at least. Two characters, right? That are also very popular. Yeah. That's very popular.
To Ellie and Grogu.
Grogu, yep. It'd be funny.
All right, make a crossover already. That the actress of Ellie shows up in one episode of Mando.
That'd actually be pretty cool. I think she'd fit right in somehow, right? Like I don't know, I feel like she would nail whatever Star Wars character she is given. So
yeah.
I feel confident that she can pull that off with flying colors. So, all right, let's take off. Let you all go. Again, thank you very much. And with that, we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
See ya, kids.
This is the way.
I'm fucking hungry.
This is the way.
No, it's not the way. The way. Do you know the way?
I will show you the way.